I'm Margot Chavez Charles, and I'm here to talk to you about my class, Wealth and Poverty in America. What then must we do? We're the wealthiest nation in the world, and yet we have tremendous poverty and enormous disparities in wealth in this country. Listen to these headlines. The richest 1% now owns more of the country's wealth than any time in the past 50 years. That's from the Washington Post of last year, December of last year. America is the richest and most unequal country, from Fortune magazine 2015. The wealthiest 1% of American households own 40% of the country's wealth, according to a new paper by economist Edward N. Wolf. That's also from the Washington Post article. Among rich nations, the United States stands out for the extent of its wealth inequality. The top 1% in the U.S. owns a much larger share of the country's wealth than the 1% elsewhere. In the late 1800s, Leo Tolstoy began to investigate the Moscow slums, both in an effort to understand poverty in the city, because he knew the poverty in his rural area much better, but also to come to some understanding of what his responsibility might be. His research led to the book called What Then Must We Do? This class takes off from that starting point to investigate the issues of wealth inequality in the U.S., looking at its causes and impacts, and to try to understand the repercussions of the issue, because it reverberates in the United States in so many different areas of our public and private lives, in the well-being of our children, in the disparities of education, in power in the political systems, and of course in crime. And of course we need also to look at issues of race. We take an historical perspective, reading some classic international and American works related to poverty, as well as looking at a lot of articles that illustrate the current situation. And in the end, we also have to face the question that Tolstoy faced. What then must we do as individuals and as a nation? Thank you.